Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Dicey Dungeons. So we're going through all the parallel universe runs. This time we'll do the Tinkerer Inventor. Welcome back, my little cubeling. It's so lovely too. Nope, not listening. I'm not interested in talking to you anymore. But I was about to make you a very generous offer, my dear. Are you telling me you're not interested in making a deal? La 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 la, not listening. You're a fraud and a cheat, and I'm not going to waste time arguing with you. I'm figuring this whole place out, and I'm making a plan. So you might as well just put me back in for another fight right now. Well, if you insist, you don't have much time left after all. So this is the second time that we have been told we don't have much time left. Why we would have a time limit here is weird. There was no talk of a time limit at the beginning. Let's try another little twist on the rules and see how you like that. Alright, so we don't know how the rules play. So I guess we just can play. Smart move is to go this way because we're going to make an invention by destroying one of our items each time, I assume. Still. Alright. Scrap club, capacitor, 2 plus 2 shock damage plus 1 shock reusable. Copy a random dice. I guess you do this, and then do that, and then do that, and I thought that was supposed to reactivate a gadget, but it didn't. Weird. Okay, what does burn do? Burning dice can be used on equipment, but will destabilize the equipment for the rest of the turn and for the next turn. Interesting. Okay. On 6, it reactivates an equipment. So it is better just to do that twice. Okay. So we have this option in which we could scrap the club to get a bubble gum, or just something else chosen at random. I guess we'll do the scrap item for now. Take this, and yeah. I suspect this alternate universe is going to straight up be random always. Inflict 1 freeze, or do 2 damage and shock, and then do 4 damage and win. Okay. So you get rid of the screwdriver and you would have an efficiency gain a re-equip. I don't think that would be a permanent thing. So instead we'll do the spanner sword, which is a great one to get rid of. And I guess the question here really would just come down to, should I avoid some fights? Or should we take this to the limit? This is a level 2. This is a level 2. Let's do this level 2 first. Odd to do this. Combine random dice, which isn't going to do much for us. What? I thought that... I guess I was 8. I wasn't paying enough attention. We do have thorns, but I'm not sure how thorns works. Let's see. Combining random dice. Thorns restores 1 health with each attack per turn. Do that. Do that. Not sure what our focus ability does, so we should figure that out too. All dice become 6. Right, so focus ability here, combining random dice here. 6 damage, 2, 6, 2. Using that ability twice did nothing for us. But if we had a good gadget right at the boss fight, I guess at that point it might do us some good. Let's just do 2 here and learn. Something else at random. Gaining the thorns. Sine wave. Health. We'll check in here. If I was to upgrade the screwdriver, it would get rid of the size of one of these. So that's a smart move. We don't have a weapon in there yet, but whatever. Right. Needle. 6. Needle. This and this in the turn. Weaken takes extra damage from each attack. Needle. 6. Needle. We'll save this for the next play, next fight. Yeah, I'll get rid of saw wave, that's fine. And we'll take double dice because it's smaller, and we'll take elastic heart, which is smaller. Would we possibly be able to buy something else? Yeah, we probably should do it anyways, to just have the scrap spear as an option. Okay. Random start, random effect. Double dice value. 6. Random effect. Double dice value. Either do this or do this. Let's do this. Because how locked works in these alternate universes, though, it's not as useful. I'll take 1 poison health damage next turn. So, yeah, if I just double that and double that, oops. Had I only doubled that once, I would have won at the beginning of this turn. Instead, what I've done is create a situation where he can hurt me for no good reason. So best case I can do is just do 3 damage and get 3 health back. Gemstone Staff to get rid of Flash Freeze. Yeah, we'll do that. And yeah, we are short on equipment, so it does make a lot of sense to buy that extra scrap spear. And then we've got to fight this guy next, so there's no thought that needs to be put into it. Alright. Activate our focus now. Flash Freeze. Do this. Flash Freeze. Do 6 damage. And do 2 in a shock. And that is great for the first turn. And then we can just Flash Freeze, or we can take 3 damage and 3 health, so we should do that. Something else, or get rid of Scrap Spear. Let's just give it a Scrap Spear. Take that health. This guy will give us more options, so we should do the pirate first. Okay. Do 3 damage, reroll. Do this. And do this. Do this. And do this. And yeah, random roll won't do anything for us, but we had guaranteed outcomes around that maneuver, so sticking with that was the best move. Alright. Activate this. Then I guess we'll do this. And this. Do this. And I guess we'll do that. It leaves us in a good position and he can't do anything. Then we can do 3 damage and get 3 health back. Parrot cares for nothing for win or loss. A parrot cares only for fighting and booze. Win or lose. Blast a cart or something else. We'll take something else, and there goes capacitor. Boy, is that a deadly dangerous thing. Get a temporary gadget once per turn. Be only 1 gold to get an upgrade, but if we upgrade things, we've got to be powered up enough that we wouldn't end up having to get rid of the upgraded equipment. Zap. That. Zap. Flipping a 2 will give me a 5, flipping a 5 will give me a 2, so all you can really do is that. Let's see. 2 doubled would go to 4, so there really is no reason to do that. Just take a temporary gadget. Catapult. Jeez, I could have played so much better this turn. Now that I think about it, yeah. I mean, just look at this. You do a zap, and let's take some health first. You do a zap, you do a catapult to the first turn, then you do a 6 here, and it would have reset both the catapult and the zap, I assume. I'll take that as our item. Take that. All we can do is possibly upgrade something. Temporary gadget of 3 instead of 7. Or elastic heart to recover more health, which is probably the better thing to upgrade. Okay. I'm not in the best position to take on a super dryad, but we could have probably taken her on. Okay. Magic 6. This. Throw dice. Oops. That sucks. Okay, flip this upside down. Well, that didn't flip it upside down. It turned it into a 6. Whatever. Throw dice does nothing, roll a 6. Doesn't let me do anything. Well, this is awkward, but I think I can figure this out next turn. Okay. So, that for health. It flips all of your dice upside down that are remaining. Okay. Roll 6. Throw a dice. Do 6. Roll a 6. Throw a dice. We can't throw any more dice, so we can flip them upside down. I would need something a little bit more reusable at this point. Alright. Bump that to a 3. Do that. Roll a 6. Throw something besides the 6. Do this. Roll a 6. I guess throw something on fire. We can flip everything upside down to see if that does anything. But it doesn't. We'll just, I guess, try and keep the focus charged for the next fight. Because more than likely we'll win here. Let's see. Bump that to 2. Take 2 health. Roll a 6. Throw a dice. Do 6 damage. And then... And we'll give it as a scrap bump. Befuddle. Transformer, do 2 damage, add 2 each battle. Interesting. So, if we got this transformer as an option, which I want to try this out. Does it reset? Or Is it just going to be really high because we already have done a bunch of battles? Or are we already just in a weird problematic place with it because we're too far along in the dungeon? 6. Let's see. 4 and 5, I guess, is probably our best bet. Combine random dice. Doesn't really do anything. Do that. Roll 6. Do this. Even if this transformer does kind of work really nicely with us, it still, I don't think, solves enough of a problem. Okay. Let's do this to reactivate. Roll another 6. Flip dice upside down, possibly? We're just doing even now. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for us. Okay. Just take that and just do that. And win. We don't need to get fancy with it. Swap all equipment. Get a temporary gadget. Giant spatula instead. Okay. If we got one more fight, we can either buy capacitor back or rubber mallet. But at the moment, we've got to live with what we do have, and definitely want to be careful to be fully set up. Alright. So, do 3 there. Now this does 4 damage. We can't flip things over. We could just do 6. Anyways, though. We could do the focus right now. Or we could save it. Let's do that. A 6 here. A 6 here. Stardust. Stardust in the turn. And then Stardust, 3 health, and even here, reactivate Stardust, and doesn't matter what you do here. You could maybe put that 5 there and use it next turn, but I suspect you can't even do that much. Yeah. Okay. So if I was to mega flip all these now, I can do 3 damage and 3 health. I have no evens. I can do Stardust. I can do Focus to turn that into that, and then do another Stardust, and then do 4 damage and win. Fee-fi, fo-fice, I smell the blood of a walking dice. That gives us full health refill, double status effects with the transformer or something else. Random status effects, we'll do that. Okay. Could I copy a piece of an equipment here that would be really useful? 2 gadgets possibly, or 2 screwdrivers. Let's do 2 screwdrivers instead. And then we take the rubber mallet. So it's screwdriver, screwdriver, elastic cart. And we have only one more floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fights to get this up to doing, I guess, 10 damage each turn, which, yeah, I guess that's a lot, so you can't shake a stick at that. But almost certainly in the next 4 fights, we have a chance of messing this up and losing something big. Let's see. Reroll. Gotta make sure I play these. I just got an achievement for doing triple gadgets, or using your gadget, I guess, 3 times in one turn, which, yeah, I can't imagine there's another way you would have ever activated it without using that specific item, and that specific item may very well only be available in the parallel universe. Options. Do this. Do this. Do this. This. And this. Take some health back, I guess, in the turn. Right. And we'll just win with, I guess, Transformer, why not? Or we could do this. We should probably try to overshoot every fight, just in case something weird happens. Let's get rid of Rubber Mallet, since everything else is really just so important that it... Mosquito Bite, drain 1 health. Alright. Do 8 damage, add 2 each turn. Mosquito Bite would increase that. Encyclopedia being upgraded. If we could just be certain that Transformer works every turn, instead of needing an even number. But I think Encyclopedia being upgraded probably is better. Next fight. Yeah. just being allowed to immediately start with that. Clicked it once, and then it's a broken gadget. And then do, I guess, a 5 here to drain. And then a 2 here to do that. And a random reroll, I guess, to see what that does. And then the turn. And so now the broken gadget would just have no effect. So we want to do that much to get our health, that much to get our health up, and then we'll just do Transformer and win. Mosquito bites, I guess a great one to get rid of. Rotten egg contains a terrible item. Oh, I guess the question now will come down to, can we unlock this terrible item with probably the exact same maneuvers? Let's see. 4 ice damage. A certain level, I'm not super enthusiastic around the idea of goofing around to find out. Like, too quickly he is going to start doing 12 damage, maybe even 18 damage per turn. Alright. So, let's instead limit break now. Do that. And that at least needs a 5. Take that. Do that. I guess do this. And then do that. Now noticeably, unless I could double my attack. Well, I guess the question now to ask is, do I want to win or do I want to see what's in the rotten egg? I'm just going to get rid of the rotten egg. But, yeah, for the Transformer, unless I could double that attack, it's going to do 14 damage, not 20 damage in a single attack, which would be the thing you would be looking for. I might as well eat that health, because I'm going to get full health after this fight anyways. Alright, start with temporary gadget, and then that, and then random reroll, which that was not a smart move when I already had a 6. Even now during the random reroll, kinda doesn't make sense. I could have done 12 damage this turn just by playing the even number. Having a whole bunch of lock things. Random effect. Do 12 damage now. Do 2 damage there. Random reroll. Do what we can here. It's good enough, certainly. Unless he just manages to do a massive amount of damage. If anything, he's just going to have me set up nicely to have a focus on the boss fight. And there's nothing else to do, so we'll just win here. Max level, full health. Show something else. There goes our elastic heart. Oh well. So I could get 2 small things or 1 big things. Do 6 damage split in 2. Not a bad idea. Do double damage, can only use on even turns. Not a good idea. So, scissors. Scat Hatch. It's been a while since we've seen Scat Hatch instead of IoT, which seems like it's basically sisters or the same looking character, except for one has a spear and one has a sword. Immune to lock and freeze. Hey, I heard that Eternity's blank eyes will see you fall and falter and fall again starting now. Okay. Regenerate for 3. Play the 2. Should have done that first. Gain 1 thorn. Do 5 damage. Do 5 damage in the turn. I think we pretty much have this in the bag. Unless she manages to do something amazing here. Which I would be shocked if she could pull anything off at all. There's no reason to hold back on focus. That might get cursed. Whatever. We do 6 here. Regenerate 3. Get another needle. Do another 6. Regenerate 3. Do another needle. Do 14 damage. She has Illuminate. Stash some dice for next turn. Interesting. But I doubt that's going to save her. And I don't know why she would have had Illuminate in the first place. And we're just back to all 6s. Well, let's end on doing 14 damage. Why not? And that is 4 parallel universes done. Oh look, here we are at the wheel again. Let's give it a spin and see whether this time you might win your heart's desire. Now, of all the possible scenarios, the only annoying scenario here would be if we did all 36 episodes and we never win our heart's desire at all. Nope, oh well, I'm sure things will look up for you eventually. Yeah. And so we got 2 more challenges done. I should mention in the challenges too, that completing 4 parallel universes has been done by 10.3% of players on Steam, right? So I am way further along as far as progress than most people that play this game. Inherently, that is the beauty and the danger of Steam games and cheap PC games in general, is that, well, relatively cheap. You can just have such a backlog that something small, something that doesn't grab a lot of people's attention and have a lot of people playing it either together or talking about it, those games tend to get played less and less, and they tend to not be played to a credits point, let alone 100% completion, which I prefer to try to 100% complete everything, but a lot of games just make that impossible. Weirdly, this game seems to, at least in its current state with the DLC and everything being added to it, it really seems to let people get probably all the achievements just by editing the save file. So I don't know why the percentages are really that low, other than maybe the save file editor wasn't originally in the game or people just didn't bother with it. So we unlock Stereo Head, Greatest Fear, my battery's running out, Secret Shame. Sometimes when I alone I put a pin into my face and twiddle my tape back in. Twiddle's a funny word to use there instead of twirl or twist. Reasons for entering the dungeons. The acoustics down here are so good, plus I really love the sax music they play sometimes. Okay. And then the other person we've unlocked is the rotten apple. Favorite food, myself an apple, likes other apples, pears in a pinch, dislikes bananas. Reasons for entering the dungeon created here as part of a series of terrifying biological experiments, which that would be some interesting backstory. So let's give the elimination round a chance here. Welcome back to my stage, my perennial failure of the witch. So this is just more challenging version of the witch. I want to try and rush through it since we've got some time. There's not much that can be done here, so just play fast and manage time. Win or lose quickly, but do one or the other. The Weekend Cauldron, I guess, is pretty useless. Because it does only 1 damage, and throwing a dice also does only 1 damage. Crystal balls would roll 3 extra dice, which we might as well activate that now. Put that there. Play the odd number, so then we can play an even number. Do that, and win. So, you know, we've done shock so many times and failed so many times on shock that I'm just going to take a freeze, and maybe we'll get lucky and get the freeze achievement down. I'm going to put the nudge at a 6. And guess your best bet is to go this way first. Cauldron. We roll a 6. Magic missile. And do that. That's our best bet. If I was gonna freeze, though, I probably would have to do something fairly amazing to freeze. Yeah, I don't know how you'd pull that off. Okay. Do that. Do that and win. Yeah, almost certainly if you're gonna freeze a bunch, you would have to either activate freeze all, which maybe doesn't count, or have a reusable freeze attack, which probably isn't showing up in this scenario. Maybe there's an alternate reality version. Parallel universe freeze attack that would make sense there. So should I just do a preparation here? Like that, and then end the turn? I'm hoping. Alright. Activate that limit break. Do 5. And then another 5. And then 1. And we'll bring out another cauldron. And do that. Guess Ice Shard to do 5 damage. Oh, I hate it when the sneeze doesn't even, achoo. Upgraded spell slots or prepared spell slots? I think prepared spell slots make more sense. Let's see. Just starting with a Hall of Mirrors potentially makes Hall of Mirrors useful, wherein in almost any other scenario it's not useful. It's just too high of a chance that you would just never activate it. We'll bring out another cauldron and reroll this and reroll this, do that, and bring out another cauldron. Okay. So, is it worth it to get another dice if I have to do 2 6s to do it? Probably still is. And then maybe Ice Shard here to do 6 damage. Nope, has to be an odd. Reroll. Reroll. Maybe we just do another odd there. Hopefully that's the right move. Probably doesn't matter too much. He's gonna just keep on weakening things, though. It's always the first 2 things, so you could really play positionally here and just have 2 cauldrons. 2 cauldrons at the front, and then something else. Do this. That. Should I activate the extra roll? Yes. I think I should. That was a mistake. I had to do a lot there to adjust for all the mistakes I just made. One damage, 1 damage. Still 2 weakens. Come in here. Well, we don't have anything that would refill our health, though, and it probably would be a smart move if we did have something that would refill our health. Let's see, split a dice in 2 on even. what would we pick to replace there? I guess that. It's probably a good move. We'll take this baby squid on next. I'm losing momentum, so I'm going to be careful. Start with that. Hall of Mirrors, no. Cauldron, yes. Magic key. If I had 4 dice and 4 magic keys and they were all even, could I throw dice then at that point and do 12 damage? I don't think so. Like, even at that. Let's see. Okay. So we'll get rid of the 5 first. Split a 4 into a 2. Guess reroll the 5. Get in 100 dice. Put a cauldron where there was once a cauldron again. And put a cauldron where there was once a cauldron again. We'll put a magic missile here. Put another magic missile here. And the move is to just hope for an even number to do another 5 damage. And then throw dice. Yeah. And yeah, my health is in a poor position. That being said, I can just win here, and I think I'll move on. Healing crystals, where infliction is. Buy 3 health. Or buy 10 health, that's basically best we could do anyways. I need to survive this next fight. But that's kinda it. Should I load up for healing crystals next turn? Or should I do 1 damage? 1 damage reroll, 1 damage reroll, 6 damage. Ew. I am in not a good position. Okay. Let's start by rerolling this, then bringing out healing crystals, then recovering health. Reroll that. Reroll that. Might as well spend 1 there. Bring out the cauldron again. Reroll that. Magic key on an even. So here's our, we either lose or win in this turn, and yeah, I have no interest in trying this a second time, so yep. Yeah. Once again, it is really just a prime example of how these specific elimination round challenges are a little too difficult and a little too random. The good news is we have managed somehow to get through most of the elimination rounds, but this is the 5-star difficulty and this is a 4-star difficulty. We'll do the parallel universe rounds on these two seemingly without too much trouble in the next couple episodes, and then it would just be a matter of looking at these bonus episodes, which the longer this game drags out, the more I'm hoping these level packs are incredibly few and far between. But I do notice that there's about 23 achievements left, and if those achievements were all connected directly to these challenges, then there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So each achievement is tied into each of these challenges, so the extra bonus levels probably don't matter as far as following achievements and challenges, which is a little weird. I think we will definitely make it to the end of the bonus rounds, or seeing each of the bonus rounds of each of the characters. If we defeat one bonus round and it changed the game somehow, unlock some new ability, that could be very helpful to clean up and get some of these more challenging episodes done. If it doesn't, then my interest in trying to get all the elimination rounds done gets a little lower. We still don't know for sure what they mean by bonus rounds in hard mode. If that means you can't play in relaxed mode, then that would be a problem for me, certainly, because I'm struggling even in relaxed mode. But yeah, looks like we've got a minimum of 10 more hours, 10 more episodes of gameplay here, and that is just a lot. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.